Hello and welcome to another Coach's Corner here at Upon Further Review. I want to thank you for joining me here over the last few days as I look and break down at some of the top area recruits here in the 260 this year. A lot of talented kids again, and that is not to say there isn't even more talent beyond these kids that have already received offers, because I believe we got quite a few out there that are still waiting their turn to get a chance of getting an offer on the table. Today, we're going to look at Mylan Graham, the Ohio State uh, Buckeye commit, there for Brian Hartline, one of the top recruiters in the country, as well as one of the top wide receiver coaches in the country. We're going to take a look here at Mylan in just a second to talk a little bit about him and what makes him a special player. But just a reminder, again, this year, Upon Father Review podcast and videocast can be caught each and every week of the high school football season. I will be joined with Eric Dukevich from Parkview Sports Medicine as we look at the games upcoming on Friday night, as well as do a recap on the 1380 high school football game of the week that me and Brett Rump will call each and every Friday night, as well as our pregame show at 6 o'clock with Dude and Jim Southern. 7 hours of high school football coverage, unparalleled in the 260 in terms of the coverage that is provided for the high school football season. But enough of that. Mylan Graham, the Ohio State football commit. This young man has a lot of talent, and I think a lot of it's still untapped. A 5-star recruit by 247 Sports, 6'1", 170, out of New Haven High School. This young man has it all, and I'm excited here to show you what makes Mylan a very special football player. From some of these cut ups that we're going to see here, but you're going to see here just his sure speed and ability and quickness out in space, and that is what he brings to the table. This young man is probably around a 4.3, 4.4 40. He's got big long strides, and it just makes him a very, very special kid. What he may lack in technical aspects, he will make up for with speed. Here he is as a punt returner. Again, giving him an inch and he's going to take it a mile. Very, very talented kid. Here he is at the inside spot. Again, trying to find matchups for him and to exploit. Here he is just running a quick arrow route into space. Makes one man miss. There's the second, third man miss, and you might as well kiss him bye, because that's what he does. Once he breaks your contain, you can expect him to take this all the way to the end zone against you. I think the biggest thing here, again, as you watch him here, just run. Some people call it a fine route, where he's just trying to find the middle of the field and beat the safety, who is, kind of broken down with his eyes in the backfield here. That's going to allow him to just run right through that area of the field. Here's a great throw. He runs a good route. The pass is just a great pass. Doesn't break stride. And again, his talent lies in his speed, as well as his ability to catch the football. Again, inside receiver running a wheel route. Nice thrown football. Good job of breaking tackles. And again, you can just see right here how special of a player he's going to be. And I tell you right now, he has untapped potential as a wide receiver. Let Brian Hartline and the Ohio State Buckeyes coaching staff and weight room staff get a hold of him, and I believe we're going to be talking about Mylan Graham for years to come. Here's a great slant route, and it's a slant route against press coverage here, as you can see with this DB. And what Mylan does a great job of is selling here and then breaking right there. And that's what this is, a really good route. Pressure step, Good job, club by. You can see him clubbing by, pushing, getting his number back to the quarterback, flatten his shoulders. Quarterback finds the seam, and again, he's going to be hard to catch once he breaks tackles in the open field. Um, you know, talent wise, he's, probably as good as anybody that's out on the field from a talent perspective. He does a great job here. Here's a great example running a pure streak route, going up, highest point, catching the ball. His catch radius is really impressive as well. And then it's off to the races, as we can see here. For the talented New Haven receiver. And again, I don't want to, you know, belabor the point of his talent lies in his speed. And I think the untapped potential that he's going to have as a route runner and technique in that arena. I think Brian Hartline will, bring him along. He's going to add strength and thickness there once the Buckeye strength and conditioning staff get a hold of him. And I think he's really going to be a special player to watch coming out of the 260. But time will tell. He's got a lot of work in front of him to become the best that he can be. And right now, the God-given ability that he has speed-wise puts him in the top echelon of the area recruits in the 260. And, not only does he play receiver, he plays some DB. You've seen him return kicks. He kind of does it all. I'm excited to see what type of year he puts in front of us. And I'm excited to see his next step move on to the Buckeyes and Brian Hartline and the wide receiver room that he has year in, year out. Always has the top 3 or 4 receivers in the country. So very exciting times ahead for Mylan Graham. But again, I want to thank you again for joining me here on the Coach's Corner as we continue our breakdown of the wide receiver talent in the 260 and the Fort Wayne area. But next time we come together, we're going to talk a little bit of O-line. We're going to talk about Jordan King, the offensive lineman from Northside High School, Purdue, Boilermaker recruit and commit here on the Coach's Corner upon further review. I'm the coach, Shannon Griffith. Thanks for joining us again. We'll catch you next time on the Coach's Corner here at Upon Further Review. Take care.